Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Jeb hasn't finished yet.
Keep going. Keep going.
All right.
Keep going. Don't stop.
Okay.
Nearly done.
Okay.
Yep, nearly done. Nearly done.
It's nearly there.
Nearly done. Nearly. Nearly.
No, nothing would be more off-putting in any... Oh!
Hello there, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Football Manager Therapy. I am your host, Rich Owens. Joining me this week, they're bloody back, aren't they? It's D-Boy Plays and it's Jebbaroo. D, how are you, pal?
I'm good. I'm a little bit tired. I won't lie. I'm a little bit sleepy, but it's because I've been working today. But I'm good. I'm good. I'm looking forward to next week. I've kind of got a half week off. From the teaching, which is very, very nice. And I'm going to see Radiohead, which I'm very excited for. So by the time the listeners hear this, I will have seen Radiohead.
Yeah, you will.
I think I will have seen them. But yeah, that's my. I'm excited for that. And that's keeping me going, as it were.
That's the spirit, champ.
Yeah.
Lovely bit of Radiohead.
A bit of Radiohead. Something a nice cheer up.
Nice cheery Radiohead gig. Because they're known for that. Ska band, aren't they? Trumpets,
Yeah.
all sorts.
Yeah, all that. I'm a cream. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you've not heard Tom York shout "Big It Up" now over and over again, you've never been to a gig, really, have you?
I think realistically, it's going to be about 8,000 people just being collectively sad.
Are you standing for it or are you seated?
I am standing for it.
Okay, good luck to your back.
Yeah.
Just going to say it now, like... Because you realise that as you get older, because we're old now, as you get older and you stand there, your back goes immediately at gigs, especially if you have to stand still for most of it. Like I do.
I stood for Bullet for Valentine last year, and or earlier this year.
At least you'll move a bit for them. Like, what are you gonna do at your Radiohead gig? Sorry for the audio listeners. I'm going to nod my head and just go.
Yeah, it's sort of a gentle sway.
Yeah, exactly.
To the soft melodies. I imagine I'll just get drunk, probably.
Let's open this pit up for the Pyramid song.
My first seated gig, I think I went to see Bright Eyes like 20 years ago, and that was definitely a gig you go seated for. Conor Oberst is going to go crazy and go into loads of big like dance numbers, but that was all right. But then I went to see American football last year, and me and my mate were literally in between songs, just like stretching, like, oh god, stretch the back out, couple of squats, there you go, just get some movement going, because my word, you have to stand still on the concrete floor for a long time. So.
I might take some slippers.
Yeah, not a bad shout. Comfortable trainers.
Could be the move. Well, the street performers that they have like they've the seat built into the trousers, so it looks like they're sitting down. And one of those, and then you put your hat on the floor in front of you, and then you make your money back on the night.
Pays for itself.
There you go. That's a self-sustaining gig.
Yep.
That's what that is. The best. Something I never experienced as a musician.
The O2. I'm seeing them.
At the actual O2.
At the actual O2.
The big one. The big one.
Oh yes.
The Millennium Dome, as I know it.
Oh yes.
I don't know it's that. 8,000.
I don't know. Guessing.
Oh, okay.
It's a guess. I don't know. There might be 50 of us. I don't know.
Yeah, could be. Could just
do a
be
head
you
count.
Tom York. Yeah.
Just me and Tom. That'd be
a
lovely.
radio head count.
There he is.
That's
How are you, Jeb?
That's a good bit of business, that is, Jeb.
I really don't like Radiohead. Sorry.
I like that.
Never been a fan.
I didn't really know one album. I didn't really know OK Computer.
Yeah, I never really liked him. I did do a recreation of Karma Police video last year. I might post that on my TikTok this week. I recreated it with my sister. We were driving down a foggy farm track fields, and I thought, right, I'm going to run in front of the car. There you go. Real easy to recreate. Yeah, I'm okay. Tired as normal. Football never stops football, etc., etc. Real
not talk
football
about
doesn't
real
exist,
football.
does it, Rich? Doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist for any
No,
of us.
they've cancelled it.
No. Yeah, I thought so, yeah. Don't know anything about real football.
No, it's terrible. Terrible.
Yeah.
I
Were
can't
there
be
any?
doing with
I don't
that.
think there were any games on this weekend, were there?
No, there's nothing.
No,
Nothing anyway.
no. Nice.
No.
Quiet
We've
weekend.
covered that off, yeah.
Good.
So, yes.
No football.
Yeah, that's pretty much about it. What about you, Rich? How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. Adequate. Thank you. Adequate. Busy. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Just men of a certain age. Busy with the work and the employment and the earning. But no, aside from that, I'm not going to any gigs this week, so I have no strong opinions one way or the other. Although
You want to see Blondie?
I'm not seeing Blondie. That's also great work. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. Although what I have been doing over the last week, so I'm making a PowerPoint because of I'm using, for the audio listeners, air quotes here for long-awaited return to stand-up. I've got a gig in a week and a half, and I'm making a PowerPoint for it because that's the kind of comedian I've always dreamt of being. Some kind of PowerPoint display-based comic. So see how that goes. So that should be a bit of fun.
Rich Gorman, I see.
That's what they call me. That's
Yeah.
what they call me. Yeah. My old man. Here's a fun tangent. My old man, back in the day, they used to go up to Edinburgh for the Fringe every year. Him and my stepmom, they go up there for a week, and they saw. I think it was the second ever live performance of Google Whack Adventure. Dave Gorman's.
Nice.
And they brought me back a little badge that said "Dave whacked my Google," which I thought sounded
Wow.
quite suggestive, which was fun. And I asked them what they thought of it, and they said he was okay, but we don't think he's going to really amount to anything. I was like, he's been on the telly loads. They're like, no.
The whole
Made that up.
TV series just based off that.
Yeah, just
Stand-up, and then all
gaslighted
his
by my
awards.
parents. Like, no, he's never been. No, he wasn't successful before this. It was his second ever gig, and he's not going to do anything ever again. So they were wrong. Joke's on them. Never took me. I was never allowed to go, despite probably really enjoying it. But anyway, sad
So
story.
you're a
from my
grown up now.
childhood.
You could take yourself.
I could, but it's so expensive.
Yeah.
It's wildly expensive. Like, just the accommodation alone is ludicrous, absolutely ludicrous. So, but I could if I wanted to. I just don't want to. So, but it's nice to know I could if I really wanted to. Free will, isn't that fun?
Yeah. They've got gigs. Different area codes. That's a third musical reference of the show so
He's
far.
flying tonight, isn't it? Honestly, he's
Wow.
underarming these
Had a
two
cup
in.
of tea and a chocolate biscuit, like just before we went on. Look at me go.
And now look at him, music puns for days. It's just a bit of fun, though, isn't it? It's got a great bit of fun. What a great bit of fun we're all having. I feel it's just, bring the mood down now. Football Manager 26, anybody? It's all right. It's a good time. It's a good time.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right. We've all been
Undefeated
playing.
I am. Undefeated I am in that game.
So we have heard. Undefeated.
The 20 games that I've played, I think I've done one stream so far. I can't remember what day I did it. Was it Wednesday? It might have been Wednesday, who knows. But yeah, so I took that Southampton job as we discussed last week. I won the game against Portsmouth, which was lovely. That was nice. And then we played Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. I did actually post how terrible the goalkeeper was on that on some form of social media, might be X. But yeah. And then, yeah, we just carried on winning. Like, it was nice and easy. And I've got a Liverpool save because, I'm just thinking, I'll see what I can do with this £450 million worth of signings. And I got Milos Kerkez and put him in the reserves. And then, yeah, just carried on. And signed Militao at the back. And, yeah, we're now in November and I've still not lost a game. So I've not lost a game so far in full fat Football Manager 26 because it's complete. It's ready. Completely ready. Raring to go. So yeah, that's been nice. Bit boring. I don't know. Bit boring winning all the time. Some adventure to it, and also the game still feels a bit boring to me. Not getting hooked by it. I don't think there was like a way we could make some improvements to it or talk about it. I don't know.
It's interesting you should say that, actually, Jeb. It is interesting you should say that because everybody's bit of homework for this week was I wanted everybody to have a little think about what we would like to do. Because as you say, Full Fat, FM26, been out for a few weeks. We've all played it, all got a bit of hands-on with it now. But what would we all like to do to maybe improve it in some way? It could be grand sweeping changes across the board. Could be just the little things, the little quality of life things, just to maybe make the game a little bit more enjoyable, a little bit better. Dee, I'm going to start with you, Flower.
Oh my goodness.
I know, no pressure, no pressure. You've
That's
got
right.
this. You've got this, buddy. What would you like to do to make FM26 a little bit more enjoyable for you? What would you like to see?
I think this is definitely an across-the-board thing. I'm going to go from a broad strokes to start with, and it's under a bigger umbrella of just a lot of ease of life things, like little, if you're in your first team squad, you can't customize the panels easily, the view easily. You can customize it, but it's a bit of a faff to do that. Little things like that, or when you're scouting and stuff. But the one that I've noticed the most, and it affects me obviously because I'm doing the journeyman save, you're doing the same as well, Rich. I'm sure many of the listeners will be doing one themselves. When you go onto the managerial vacancies page, you cannot filter anything. It's just a big list of every team in the database you've loaded. So I've got something like 15 nations worth of leagues loaded. So I've got like a list of about 400 teams just all there, and you go, okay, I just want to see the ones where there's no manager. I just want that. I'd like to filter out just vacancies. Or even, again, part of my caveat is I can't leave a nation until I've managed there, but I might want to look for a job in a specific country. Like with you in your save, at some point you want to go and manage in Italy, you want to manage Rome, you want to manage in that city. So wouldn't it be nice to be able to just filter it down and you could just look at Italy? So you can just be like, all right, let's just keep an eye out for a job in Italy, see if Roma pops up. So you haven't got to go through lists and lists of stuff. Yeah, there is a larger umbrella, like you mentioned, of just a lot of like ease of life things. But that's the one, especially in the last couple of days, has annoyed me the most, because in my save at the moment with Santiago Morning, I keep thinking, I don't think this team's ever going to be good enough to win anything, and I really want one of the bigger jobs to come available. But I've got to scroll for ages until I notice, until you even see where like the insecure jobs are, and it's just a little bit of faff that doesn't need to be there. It's like faff that wasn't there in 24, which we now have. And I know that there's a lot of crossover from things that we didn't have in 24 or things we had in 24 that we don't have in FM26. But that's one that, yeah, definitely in the last couple of days has really, really annoyed me. Yeah.
I think it's valid. I think it's fair enough, because you are right. It's one of those things, the way that a lot of people play the game. They're going to be chopping and changing, hopping around different leagues, different clubs throughout the save. So it does make it a lot easier just to say, I want to go manage in this country. I want to go check the available jobs. And being able to filter it down to that makes it a lot more straightforward. I mean, I'm in a position where I've not had to start thinking about it yet. But I know the time will come, inevitably. I'm trying to be a little bit more strategic with it. I think the way that in my head, the way I see it working, when the time finally comes to leave Feyenoord, they're the only full league I've got loaded in for the minute, just in terms of ease of speeding through and
Sure.
And just the way the game is going to run. But when the time comes, I'll add leagues in, maybe give it a year, holiday for a year, come back, see where things are. But I don't like the idea of faff. Stressful enough just waiting around for a job anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know anyone who's had to do a long-term job hunt yet, because again, just sitting and holidaying through 6-12 months worth of game and just seeing which jobs pop up. I'm interested to see how that works as a mechanic this year, because it's not something that I've seen anybody doing as yet.
It's interesting as well, because with my save, I've had job offers. I've had teams approach me going, "Oh, you're doing a really good job with Santiago Morning," like teams in Argentina. I think I had Sydney offer me a job as well. But because of my annoying save rule, I can't leave for them. So it's like, all right, well, I've got to wait until a Chilean team offer me a job. But yeah, just that little bit of fine tuning, I think. Because again, even being able to filter out if you want to, especially if you want to move from the men's to the women's, just being able to say, well, just show me the jobs that are available in the women's leagues. A simple little filter. And again, that can obviously, can work the other way. You only want to manage in the men's leagues. Right, I just want to see the jobs that are in the men's leagues. But if you want to kind of flick around the place, you want to be able to narrow that search down and make your life a little bit easier. Ease of life, right? So it's,
Absolutely.
it's a little frustrating.
It's valid. It's valid, but you would hope, again, it's what you're asking for there isn't groundbreaking. You're not asking for a reinvention of the wheel. It's just the same feature that was in the game last year, really.
It's one of those things I think will come with, because obviously SI are being wicked at the moment and are doing so many rollouts of patches and updates and trying to fix as many of the issues that are in the game as they can. I'm sure it's one of those things that will come.
Yeah.
But right now, as we record, sod's law, they're going to do an update in the next couple of days, and this would be an irrelevant thing for me to say, won't it? They'll go, oh, they put filtering in, I don't know what you're on about. But yeah, hopefully in one of these updates, there'll just be a little thing that's like, oh, by the way, now you can filter your jobs. It'd be like, oh, yes, can't wait.
You do have, obviously, managerial vacancies. Have you referred to that?
So so when you go like career managerial vacancies, you just get, obviously, it puts like the available jobs and then it's just everything. But it'd be nice to just narrow the list down a bit.
There is if you were looking for something in particular. So, for some reason, in one of my saves, I'm just looking at one of my saves, every single job is available in Sweden, but nowhere else. Don't know why, but yeah.
And here's just to sort of tie it in. There is a bookmark that you can make, or you can add, which is Job Center. And I thought, oh, brilliant. This will just show the available jobs. But it's like the Job Center that you had before, where it is every job that has had an advert made for it in the game, which is what was on the old Job Center. So I'm not annoyed by that at all. But again, at the moment, there is no way of filtering it. There is a button in the top left that when you click it, it turns purple. So that's a fun feature. That's just the make that square purple button. It doesn't do anything. There's no menu to it. I feel like it probably will do something, but at the moment, it's just a purple square. Very fun. But it'd be nice, again, even there, it'd be nice to be like, all right, I can just filter it down to what I need. And it makes again, it's just ease of life stuff, isn't it? Little bits of ease of life. But
I also, it's like, even just on the job adverts, they're terrible as well. They have like, everything is none apart from you might have a supporter culture or a board culture, but there's nothing else there to tell you anything about it. I'd like an actual job board, like a job board that you used to get in Spa. Like where people would sell things, something like that. Pull a piece of card out, Or like those people who do, maybe you've done it, Dee, where you have the guitar lessons.
Guitar lessons available in little tabs, that'd be great. Goal now if you'd like to be the manager of
Gary Goals. I think that was the famous five-a-side one, wasn't it? Called Gary Goals. I'll score goals for your five-a-side team. But no, there's just nothing there. Like even, it's just not great. It's something like, I think I'll go on to one of mine, and mine is just the immersion in general in the whole. Like, I never paid any attention to that email that used to come through and goes, oh, I'm your personal assistant. I'm Janice, or whoever it was. They used to come in and they go, I'm your personal assistant. This is all the news items I've subscribed you to. Cool. I never unsubscribed to anything. Like, I unsubscribed if they went, oh yeah, we moved you away from this because you've got no interest in it. And you might occasionally go, no, I still want to find out about what's happening in the Swedish Premier. You don't get that anymore. You just don't get anything from any other leagues. Like, I think I heard the guys chatting on this is hearsay of somebody else, but Dr. Benji's playing on his stream save, and he's 18 months. No, I think he's like 2 years into his stream save, and Harry Kane's been at Real Madrid for 18 months on it. And he only found out because he decided to look at Harry Kane in the World Cup squad. Like, there was no information about it or anything. Like, there's not even like an overview page of like the news or the world news that's going on, or it's not brought up to you, and it's just like that immersion, like, of what's actually happening in your world. Like, some people might not care, but like sometimes it's quite nice to see. Particularly even just stuff that's happening in the league as well, or if there's major injuries. I mean, there's very, very little like world news or things of that nature that come through, and it's just takes away that thing that hooks you into FM, where you've got your own world, you built your own world, like as a manager, or how you want to do it. Some people won't care because I just want to win the games over and over again. I don't want to win 20 games, all 20 games that I played. I want to have some challenges and stuff like that. Not my fault. Bayern Munich were rubbish and we beat them 4-1, but it's worth, like I said, having that immersion is really important. I mean, I've not got to an end of a season, but I don't know how much information you find out at the end of the season. You don't even get your end of a season report, do you, anymore?
Now it's just a single message where you just get a breakdown of things and then a rating.
It's like the fact that it's called news site. Just like, that's what it is on the menu. And also, just to go into those menus, you have a menu, you have the little square bracket or the, I don't know what do you call them? It's not a square bracket, is it? The triangle brackets. You have that, like the connector on the news, so you go portal news and then something else. Mm-hmm. Why can't you click on any of those elements in the top corner so you can go back a little bit easier, like you normally would on a tab or anything like that? As you go into further tabs and different things. Just little UI immersion things. Just make those improvements, bring that back. I mean, some people won't care. And maybe that's the way they do it. Do you have how much do you care about all these things? That's what that email is for at the start of the game.
Yeah.
Or there's a thing, how much do you care? Like, you even just go, keep me up to date every now and then. Or don't all. Like, it's one of
I don't think I realised how frequently I clicked on the Leagues in Focus button on FM24 until it's now not there for me to click on. Because it's always, again, especially with the nature of, I'll save this year and the save from last year as well, it's always nice to know what's going on in other leagues in other countries. Because again, it's you're right, Jeb. It's one of the best things about Football Manager. It's not just about your team; it's about what else is happening in the world. And sometimes those bits and pieces are as exciting and enjoyable as results for your own team. Like finding Jurgen Klopp as the director of football at Man City last season just made me so enormously happy. But again, wouldn't have done that without things like the Leagues in Focus button, because you're just not seeing those news articles otherwise. And that's the thing that keeps people playing the game. Is that the immersion, that those universes, those stories you're telling, those universes you're creating that feel so bespoke to you, unless it's Spurs getting relegated on, what was it, FM21, where it just happened every single first season without fail. Everybody's safe. Spurs went down. But, now I've seen screenshots of some people say where like United are really struggling. You go, imagine United getting relegated into like the Championship. That'd be so cool. Like, what a fun rebuild that might be. Those are the stories that kind of add to the layers of enjoyment of the game. And
is it down a little bit to renaming things as well? Like news site. There's just put football news, or like you said, make it Leagues in Focus.
Just news.
Stages. Have you ever called a league table the stage? No. Have you ever we have an argument, like we work with a graphics team in Australia, and they call a league table ladders every week. Stop calling a ladder, it's a table. Like, it's never been a ladder, it's a table. Yes, you can go up and down it, but it's still a table. It's a league table. It's not a stage. I know that much. Like, it's that. Like, sometimes it's just plain English. Can we change them?
And maybe that's the kind of thing that when we if we start to see some of the modders coming in, some of the skins, when they maybe start to become available, if and when, just how a lot of that stuff is repackaged and fed to you, if the opportunity is there for people to start collating that information and putting it all in the same place, maybe that solves a lot of our problems moving forwards. Again, it's the longest I've ever spent on a Football Manager with the custom skin, with the default skin, with the default UI. Longest I've spent in years and years and years. So maybe if and when these things start occurring and these things start becoming available to the player base, then a lot of those issues are solved. But again, these are two things that you both just mentioned that, again, they are not beyond the realms of possibility to appear in the next round of patches or hotfixes or whatever comes out from SI over the next few weeks or months. It could well be that these things are happening. Maybe they're listening to this now just with a notepad and pen going, yep, okay, we can. These things are achievable. Who knows? I mean, they're not.
I don't think they'll be listening to us, or there might be another video that might come out this week that they listen to. But no. It's also, I think it's, like I said, the immersion thing as well. I think we said about the UI so many times, but it's just the ones that aren't finished very obviously. Just put some colour on them, like even just like there's no pretty pictures there, but it's like your managerial stats is just a table with some numbers on. Like there's nothing that'll go, oh, I'll read for it. Like there's nothing that'll hook you in to read that type of page. Yes. Anyway, Rich, what's your first improvement for FM26 to make it a much better game?
Oh, kind of building on your immersion, I suppose, Jeb. Building on your immersion heater. For me, something else that the match day experience, just little tweaks here and there, because the overall the visual presentation of the match day experience is brilliant. I love it. It looks so much nicer. Having my first like Champions League ones on stream over the last couple of weeks, like, oh, this looks brilliant. You know, we did Brighton Women's during the early access, and that looked great. But seeing the proper full-on match day presentation is lovely. But for me, one of the things that's really, really lacking is the audio that goes alongside it. You've got the Champions League theme, you know, they've got all the different licensed themes for things like the Champions League and the Europa League and the Conference League. For me, what would be massive is it's something that games like EAFC do, and obviously they've got significantly more money in terms of licensing, but wouldn't it be lovely if, like, club songs played when you are managing in a certain league, if they have a famous song, like we were talking about, like something like The Liquidator, if you're managing Chelsea or any of the other dozens of clubs around the UK that use The Liquidator in some capacity. There's nothing for me to point to, but the Wednesday do it as well. Like, it's brilliant. Like, what a lovely thing. And it's either something to walk out, or you hear it in the crowd before, you know, hear it in the stands before the game. Like, that'd be lovely. And just that side of things would go a really, really long way for me into making it feel more like that proper matchday experience. They've covered the visuals brilliantly. No complaints over the way the matchday presentation looks. Absolutely fantastic. I love it. I still do now. I still really, really enjoy it. Back it up with the audio for me. Give it those few little bits and pieces. And also, on the subject of the audio, just being able to edit the levels of the crowd sounds, the match sounds, just edit those in game, because at the moment you can either have them on or off. And if they're on, like from a selfish streaming perspective, if I'm playing music at the same time, it is pointless playing music and the match sounds at the same time, because they just completely it's horrible blend of noise, and it just sounds gross. So it's either got to be music or it's got to be the match sounds. Just sliders, let us change those a little bit and tweak them slightly.
I'd add as well, based off my stream this afternoon, sometimes you don't even get a choice if the crowd sound stops. I got out of my, I think it was my first game, and it took a couple of minutes to sort of clock. I think I was just chatting with people, save things, and I was like, hang on, I've still got crowd sound going on. And then it was, what? Why is there still a cheering noise? And then I was
it
like,
an away game? Were you in the hotel effectively after the away game? Just all the fans are just cheering you. Noise. I was like, what on earth is going on? And then I was like, all right, well, let's go to another game. Let's see if the sound stops, the sound just continues, or if the game has broken, then it goes, oh, we've got to add the crowd sound, so you get another layer of crowd sound on crowd sound, and then they just keep going, and it just becomes like white noise. But I ended up having to just like turn off all the audio for the game, just so I would stop hearing a crowd sound, which was, very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. But I'd add on to yours as well, Rich, with like the in-game sounds. Again, we spoke briefly about it. I was watching the lovely Kozabob earlier this week. And he's managing in, I think it's Bulgaria. I could be completely wrong. But my point is, he was managing in a lower tier with a smaller crowd capacity. And obviously, because at the moment we've all managed in leagues where there is a crowd, you can see people, so there's noise. And the noise is always kind of there, and it makes sense. But when you get to those lower echelons where you don't have a big audience, or
you know, it's just a quieter place to maybe play a game of football, the game goes silent. You just hear a football being kicked around. You don't hear the ambience of a city or a town or just like a car driving past. A little thing like that, which you would hear if you were in that scenario. If you were at a game, you'd hear something going past. The amount of like non-league games I've gone to, or like I've got like went to watch my nephew play at the park, and it's the same number of people watching the game, which is why I'm using that analogy. But you can just hear people having a conversation. And just like a little just like a light murmur going on, or just like the odd thing being shouted out, just to sort of make it feel right in its environment, so it's not just all or nothing. Like crowd sounds would kick in as an attack was happening, and then it would sound like there were 30,000 people all gunning for it, but you can see that there's like 3 blokes and a dog just watching the game, and they sound like they sound massive, and you're like, that doesn't make sense. Like, adjust the crowd noise for those
I've got
things.
a great idea for us to start an FMT sound pack.
Yes.
Just us three in the band just go, you know.
You're rubbish!
Bulgarian dog with a vuvuzela.
Yes.
That's what you need.
That's what we need in there.
Even like, I keep seeing the same clip pop up over and over again, and I love it. It's from the Bundesliga during lockdown. And obviously there's no fans in the stadium, but you can still hear the coaching staff. And if there's no fans, a football pitch isn't a silent place. You hear the players talk. Like, it's one of those it's one of those vocal stims that is stuck in my head, and I don't ever shout it because I can't do the accent properly. I'm not going to try and do it now. But you can just basically in this clip it's Thomas Muller just basically telling Leroy Sané just to go. He's like, Leroy, run, and then you just see Leroy and he starts to go, and then somebody just plays him through, splits the defence, puts him through 1-on-1 like with 35 yards to make up. It's fantastic, and I was like, that's such a cool thing. And again, even if it's the sound of the players on the pitch, just that ambiguous football noise coming from the pitch rather than just kicking a ball in silence.
For the ball or things like that. Or like, again, another one from COVID I really like is it Rob Holding at Arsenal complaining to the referee that how could he have tackled Adama Traore because he's built like a brick house. It's just like, okay, look at him, Rev. It's like, little, you know, it even just hearing the players kind of like talk back to the ref for a little bit, because it just happens, you know. Little things like that. But then this was another one, this was part of my thought, obviously, because then again, obviously working on the immersion and kind of building on your song thing as well, like have the crowds do things. I was watching Dadson playing, I think it was FIFA 2003 he was playing, and in FIFA 2003 he was managing Man United, or he was playing as Man United, and they've got Man United chants in the game. Again, I know they're a bigger company, they've got the money for it and all that sort of stuff, but even if it's just sort of 20 generic crowd sing-alongs, just as like every now and then, like, you know, at some point during the game, you might hear one. It's like, oh, cool, they're doing a little sing-along. I joked about, like, you know, if you're on a bit of a bad run, maybe you get like a bonus one that unlocks, which is the how bad must you be we lose every week. Things like that. Or, you know, let's pretend we score a goal or things like that. But yeah, little things like that just to kind of make because one thing I know obviously a lot of people are complaining about is that you don't feel very in control in the management when you're in the match engine. You're very much a passenger. So I think if you're at least going to be a passenger, make it entertaining.
You're wanting a start crowd chant, aren't you? Just a big megaphone like in the German crowds. You want to
That's what I want. Yeah,
it's like one of the options. What type of manager are you? Are you a crowd conductor and you just got the megaphone and you just shout it? You shout back here.
Just click the fight and win button. Fight and win.
Exactly. Like all of the MLS teams, they can have all of their cringy shouts that they do. But it's immersive because it would happen. Be great. Yeah, that'd be a wicked option as a manager, yeah. Like
I'm all for that, yeah. Cringy MLS chants, because I will never manage in that league because I just don't understand it. Yeah, and I refuse to believe that people who say they do actually do. It's all witchcraft. That's what it is. It doesn't make any sense.
You leave Matt Richards alone.
Matt is possibly the only exception to that rule. Possibly, Matthew.
Soccer with Brian, maybe. At a push.
Maybe again he's got home advantage, hasn't he? But maybe he's just doing what they do. Where they, we could, like, designated players. Explain Inter Miami to me then, if that's a thing. It doesn't make any sense because it's the Barcelona team from 8 years ago.
I was going to say, designated players, then lots and lots of money from Apple TV. That's basically.
Oh, okay. That's the system, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, that makes a bit more sense then. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That makes slightly more sense. Yeah. Okay. Severance. That's a thing.
Yeah.
There you go. Funds it. Ben Wyatt from Parks and Rec is somehow involved in Inter Miami.
That's what I heard.
A similar kind of thing. Like they go, they play the games, they come over, they can't remember the games. But what to do today? I don't know. Rodrigo de Paul's just got another man's blood all over his hands. It's like, what have I done? You're protecting Messi. That's what you got brought here to do. No, it would be lovely though, wouldn't it? Because you are right. I think one of the main criticisms from a lot of people is that it's that whole passenger thing, isn't it? And with the lack of shouts, regardless of their effectiveness, I forget who you were, and I apologise enormously. One of the stream regulars last week sent me. There's a link, and it's an FM26 shouts website where you can do the shouts.
It's great.
I want to say it might have been Rocket Dan. Maybe it was Dan. Maybe it was Dan. But yes, it's a website. If I can find it, I'll link it in this week's episode, because if you miss shouts in Football Manager, somebody has replicated that experience for you. So you can do it during the games. And if SI are to be believed, it will have the exact same impact that it had in the previous games. So yeah, it's something nice to do. But yeah, wouldn't it be nice if the audio matched the visual presentation on the day? Wouldn't it be great?
Makes sense.
They've nailed the post sound. I'll give them that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
They might be a bit too loud when you're in a 70,000 seater stadium and you can hear the ping of the post every perfect time.
Every kick of the ball clear as anything.
Yeah.
Like every player's got a lapel on. And it's just... Yeah. Bonkers.
Well, that'll be in our sound pack. That'll be in the FMT FM26 soundboard pack, as well as the crowd sounds. We'll do some new post sounds for you as well. So instead of the ting, get one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, you hit the post. Bit of that. So,
That's the noise the post makes. Ow!
Just replace the post.
Stop it!
Or the deaf noise in Streets of Rage.
See, go full Streets of Rage with it, and if you accidentally click the wrong button while you're setting up your team, a police car just drives onto the pitch and somebody pops out with a rocket launcher into the opposition half. Oh, I can only do that twice. Oh, wasted one. See, that'd be fantastic.
Is it my turn? I guess it's my turn.
I think it's probably your turn. Yeah. It feels like
variety.
It's your turn.
Variety is the spice of life.
It's paprika, actually.
Mine was. Yeah, exactly. I've brought it up probably every podcast that we've done. Press conferences, talking to anybody in game. You just still got the same options as 5 years ago. Nothing's new. There's no variety to it. There's no tone. That's the thing that I do make a joke of, like when you're giving your team talks. Go out there. We can beat them. Do this for the fan. I should know these off by heart. I've been clicking them finger. I can't remember any of them. But yeah, go out and win this one.
Revenge against them. We owe them for what happened last time.
Yeah, exactly. It's just there's no emotion in that anymore. We don't not allow that. Let's put a bit of variety in there. Change it up each match. Let's try and change that one. And then following on from what you were saying about the match engine looking great, and not the match engine. That's not the nice way. Is it? The match experience or the graphics. Variety on those graphics, because I'm getting bored. I'm getting bored of that sweeping Premier League camera. Wow, you've done it every match. Oh, I've lost a game. Look, there's one player really upset. That's basically what happens. Oh, I've won. Yeah, there you go. And that's it. So yeah, a bit of variety in those animations. Like, I don't actually think I've seen any like fancy goal celebrations either. I think they're quite generic at the moment.
Yeah. was going to say the one I'd add on you with like you see the same reactions every time, right at the end of the game.
Yeah,
Depending on
that's
whether
the
you
one.
win or lose, you see the manager go like, "Yeah," or they like get on the floor and start punching it. But the second they start doing a movement, a pop-up comes up, so you can't see the managers reacting at all. So it's like, "Oh, I wonder." He started reacting. Has this gone anywhere? Has he started a fight? Did they shake hands? Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah, I think a bit of variety to everything. I think 5 or 6 extra animations that could happen for each eventuality. All right, they might be hard to add, but surely you've got some more in the bank. Just got one set of animations or one set of intro for every single game. Becomes a bit boring. Like, especially, I think, I was saying, like, if you're on a losing streak, or like when you were saying about the game sounds, if you're on a losing streak, I think we said this offline, didn't we? We said, if you're on a losing streak, just somebody going, can we play you every week, or all those chances.
Yeah.
But those type of animation, if you're on a losing streak, your players are a little bit downcast at the start. That you've got the smiling face and things like that. Can we apply them to the players? Or you are not allowed to do that because you're not allowed the players to do anything because you might get sued. I don't know.
Yeah.
It might be something that tied to you're not allowed to have somebody a bit sad looking on them. Although, if I was a player, I'd actually sue them for the way I looked in the graphics because they all look the same. Or like Mrs. Goggins from Postman Pat.
It's just coming to me now. Am I right in saying that in terms of when you're doing your press conferences or you're doing especially your player interactions, the added like body language options don't appear to be around anymore?
Yeah, that's why I do the
That's
monotone. Team talks.
They've all gone, haven't they? Now, I will say this as a card-carrying member. Literally, they gave me a card to show to people of the neurodivergent community. When they first came in, I was a little bit, because it'd be like, arms open wide. I'm like, you were terrible today? I don't understand. Why would I do that? And then there were a couple of FMs would cut, like, I think a year or two after they brought those in, there was subtext to them. It was like, arms are open wide because it's positive body language. You're trying to be warm and embrace. Oh, that makes more sense. Yes, thank you. That's cleared that up for me. I appreciate that. Thank you for that good. Happy days. They all seem to have if they're gone now, then I think people are just talking more like me, aren't they? Try and win.
Just because I'm looking for it now, where do you find your team talk feedback? I don't think that exists anymore. I think that's gone. Because there's that really annoying tab that is squad feedback, which is not the squad feedback. It's no feedback at all from your squad. It's the feedback from your board, your support. There is no.
It'll be a sub menu feedback.
No, that's that's from your fans or your board. Yeah, that's the same as the squad feedback. You got overall performance, recruitment, match, tactics.
Yeah,
squad.
there's a tactics feedback, matches feedback.
Yeah, but there's no team talk feedback. There's no actual feedback from the players.
Squad feedback.
No, that's feedback about your squad. Like I said, and it's in the squads tab, and it's still It's probably somebody. There is a menu somewhere. Somebody might be able to link it to us in the comments. But yeah, exactly.
I'm just going to type in feedback and see what we get. Nope.
No, there's no team. No, I've got an article on the FM Wikipedia. I'm not calling it by its full name. FM Wiki. Let's call it that.
Yeah.
Can we rename that as well? That'd be great. But yeah, there's nowhere. Yeah, there was no feedback for your team talks anyway. So what's the point in doing?
Mm-hmm. Because people have said for ages it's morale manager. That's what a lot of people are saying. If you can't
just remove that,
it's gone. It's got to be good again. Can't just keep everyone happy anymore. Terrible business. That's more of that again, because you are right. Again, it just adds to the overall experience, doesn't it? You feel significantly more in control if you feel that your actions have the ability to positively or negatively impact your squad. That's what you want. That's surely that's the overall aim. It's not just about setting up your tactics.
Well, the greatest managers of our time are man managers. They manage the players. Guardiola, Klopp, Roy Hodgson.
I felt like there was a Pulis coming to upset me there.
Tony Pulis as well, yeah. Let's put Tony Pulis in.
Oh, get out.
Mick McCarthy, there you go, Warnock. But no, there is a level of man management from all managers, and there is no man management in this game. Oh, God, we've just turned into another negative podcast again, haven't we, unfortunately?
Well, I do think there is that, like, with all of the things we're bringing up, I do think there is the overall caveat is that speaking of from my point of view, I'm enjoying playing the game. I'm having a lot of fun, but these things don't ruin it. But they definitely, the fact that they're missing, it's like, if they were back in, then I'd feel a little bit. It would take this game from, I think it was Tony on his stream, he rated it a 6 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10, something like that. I'd agree. Like those little things coming in would take it up to a 7 or an 8. Just all these little fixes, you know.
I think that's an important caveat to make at this point, is that these aren't, it's, Jeb, you are right, and I've been as vocal about it as anybody, in terms of saying positive things about FM26. I am enjoying the game, categorically. I'm enjoying it. I've not had time to stream this week because work has been busy and there's other bits and pieces that have been going on behind the scenes here, and I've missed it. I've really wanted to get back on it because I'm enjoying streaming it, but I'm also enjoying streaming it because I'm enjoying playing the game. I absolutely am, and I don't want this to be perceived as this game's terrible, hate this game, isn't FM26 awful, because it's not any of those things. It's a fun game and I'm enjoying myself playing it. For me, everything that we've talked about tonight, and I've got one last one of my own to tag on, that again, it's coming from a perspective of this would make the game even more enjoyable for me. This isn't a complaint. This isn't a FM26 is broken nonsense. It's just these are things that, exactly. That's what we're calling it this week. Absolutely. Categorically. Just make notes, please, now for the thumbnail, D. Unplayable, mess. Miles should resign and throw himself off a cliff into alligators.
Yes, maybe they'll love that.
Yeah, like all of these things. Yeah, just alligators, like all the crocodiles from Pitfall, like the original 8-bit ones where they just do that. If he could be.
Are you making me do more work because I put Donkey Kong bongos over your eyes? And I've shown you the level of my skill.
More. I demand more. No, this is the thing. So I think it's an important caveat to make at this stage that we're not saying these things because we do not enjoy FM26 or think that it's a terrible game by any stretch of the imagination. It's just added layers that we would like to see. There will be improvements across the board, small or big, that are just going to improve the overall level of enjoyment of the game. And I think my final one, I suppose, feeds into that. And again, I'm basing this a little bit on hearsay, the pop group from the 2000s.
Yep.
Wherever I go, you want to be there.
Yes, pure and simple.
Pure and simple, gonna be there.
Hey, be there. Pure and simple, gonna be there. For me, it's not something I have any hands-on experience with yet, but in terms of my long-term enjoyment of the game, my most enjoyable FM save of all time across all platforms was the network game with you guys, with Stakey, with Kev, with Alice. Like, absolutely adored it, and I'm so excited to start a new one. It's all planned out. We've alluded to it so many times. We're doing the championship, aren't we? We're doing our teams in the championship.
That sounds class, that. Mylene class.
Sounds Mylene. Seriously, he is so good. That is...
Well, my favourite thing is this
great bit of fun.
This week's thumbnail is going to be like Sergeant Pepper's Roll.
That's all it's going to be. It's going to be every band that you've name dropped or called in there. Mylene Class and Tom York, Cider Pitch.
Ludacris, obviously.
Ludacris.
He's in that, of course he is.
Oh, honestly, fabulous. Absolutely fabulous work. I've only heard comparatively negative things about the state of network saves at the moment. Now, again, without having actually tried it myself, a lot of the criticisms that people have had of FM26 in general are things that I haven't experienced myself when playing the game. People have talked about a lot of stability issues. I've had one where the game crashed because I tried to add a picture to a save tactic. Maybe that was just
you can now.
Because you can now, allegedly.
But it was
That's
a
a
good
new
picture and
feature.
it deserved to be in there.
It did. So for
I've
me,
not had a crash yet, actually.
there you go.
Honest,
Well, you've
but
clearly
I've
not,
not
you're not
played
saving.
it. So.
It's because you're not saving your tactics properly, Jeb. That's the issue you've got there. 4-2-3-1 Gengham press with a nice little picture of Danny from Hearsay above it. Oh, now you're talking. That's football
Wasn't it an
management.
otter that you tried to put as the picture?
It was a picture of an otter, yes. Why? Couldn't tell you. But for me, if the next one of the big next communications that comes out about things they're working on is like stability issues for things like network saves, that for me would be a massive one. Because again, it's thoroughly enjoyed our network save previously in terms of the logistics of it running, the actual practicalities of the game. Never had any major issues with it, I don't think. Always ran smooth. Everyone was happy. A couple of scheduling issues at one point, but aside from in terms of the match fixtures, not us because it was Monday nights, that was easy. But in terms of the actual, the way the fixtures kind of panned out on the day, we managed to fix it, so we were all playing at 3:00 on a Saturday. That kind great. But if it is still a bit wobbly, if that was one of the things that there was, right, that's what we're going to focus on, that would be huge for me. Because I'm so excited to get it started. I'm really, really looking forward to playing it. And I don't want to have to wait until... I don't want to put it off until FM27. Because, for one, we wouldn't be able to do the championship because Wednesday wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
But Liverpool might... Hey, football banter. Oh, sorry, that's awful. Truly awful. I'm really sorry. Everybody. I'm better than that. We're better than that. Sorry. But I don't want to have to wait. I don't want to put it off for too long. So I'm excited to start playing Football Manager with my friends again on the weekly. So if there was news about the state of network saves, online play, and so we're looking, reports have come in because again, they've been so good at fixing everything else, so good at, the patches and the updates and that communication. That's all been coming out. It's been brilliant. If there was a little bit more now moving forwards in terms of network saves, in terms of online stuff, I'd be delighted. That'd be a massive one for me. Something to get because it gives me something to really, really look forward to.
I'm sure there have been many network saves that people have been doing and whatnot. The only one that I've noticed is Coach Zanko, Ziggurat, and Bubba McGinty. They did start one in Iceland, and then I think they started again in the Netherlands because the one they started in the Iceland, I think it just went completely wrong. And this was one of the issues they were having. I think, as far as I know, the one that they're doing in the Netherlands seems stable at the moment. So maybe it is. There's been some improvement, but yeah, there seems to be just an overall issue with any of that PvP stuff, which, yeah, like I say, it's a huge shame because there'll be many people that are waiting to start those network saves. We're obviously one of them. It'd just be nice to, and seeing as that is the only thing within FM26 which is a co-op version of the game. There's no drafting, there's no verses. We've got our online saves, but they're freaking out a little bit. Yeah, it's a shame that that's not up to par.
Exactly that. Give me Sheffield Wednesday. I'm ready now. I feel emotionally ready, spiritually ready.
I've been avoiding West Brom for this exact reason.
Yeah, and if it takes too long, then I'm concerned there will be a points deduction at the start of the season.
Yeah, you want to start it just before, so we're all on a levelish play.
Yeah. If we could do that, that'd be fantastic. I'd consider that a huge personal favour from SI. So that'd be really, really nice. I want to get my hands on Barry. That's all I really want. Give me Barry Bannon because he doesn't want to
didn't he? What? Sorry.
Doesn't want to come to Feyenoord, so
Yeah.
Haven't asked him.
Never mind.
Yeah, well, can't have it all, can we? Can't have it all.
So what are our 6 improvements? So more sounds, more variety, more network saves,
Quality and ease of life
better immersion.
fixes.
Yeah, better immersion, ease of life fixtures, and bongos for eyes And that was it. Yeah.
Bongos
I
for Ice was the
bongos.
main one.
Yes, I bongos. Vitally important. Without those, what's the point?
Yep.
Super.
Oh, and a
So,
way to spend your wages.
yes. All
Yeah,
that
way to
bit.
spend your wages. Let us know in the comments after you've liked and subscribed to the podcast what you think of it. And if you do leave a comment and you haven't liked and subscribed, we'll just delete it and ban you. Let's go aggressive tactics.
It's how we encourage growth
Yeah,
on our terms.
yeah.
Help us grow by conforming to our demands. I really don't think that's unreasonable. Do you?
Precisely.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if they think it's unreasonable.
Yeah, it's not for them to. Yeah, they can think it all they like, but they're not going to influence my decision-making process. Excuse me, one bit.
We've taken a turn in these last 30 seconds. I think we need to do something light.
Oh, if only we had something.
If only we did, but I think we need to build on this dictatorship while the iron is hot. Yeah.
Well, good segue there, because I've got a quiz that involves countries that might have dictators as leaders. So there you go, fixed it.
Good.
Sorted.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Good.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to draw a flag and you have to guess what it is. No,
God.
Yes. I'm not going to
Okay.
do that because
Okay,
that's not
thank
very
you.
good for the audio listeners rather than the audio viewers.
Well, we do upload videos on
Audio
Spotify now,
sniffers.
so
Yeah, exactly.
Audio sniffers.
Audio sniffers. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so nice and simple. The Premier League has count that'd help, wouldn't it? Has 66 different nationalities in it currently. So you'll take it in turns. Nice and simple. I want you to name me countries with under 10 players from their country. And if you want to take a stab at it, you can try and guess who the most expensive player is according to Transfermarkt.
Wow.
countries with less than 10 active players currently in the Premier League.
Yes.
That's I love it. It's horrible. Oh, that's nasty.
Right.
There are some. Yeah, there's about 3 or 4 that I didn't get. One of them just came with a really stupid name. If you get that one, which I highly doubt you will, but I'll share it at the end. I don't know why he was listed as that name, but it's enough to do with his real name, but I don't know.
Okay.
The translation don't make any sense, so yeah. Cool.
Good
Rich,
stuff.
You can start.
Okay. As soon as you said it, one popped into my head, but now the more I think about it, the less confident I am with it. I'm gonna start with Japan. And
Bing.
my guess would be it's Mitoma at Brighton that would be the highest valued Japanese player in the league.
That's 2 points. 35 million euros, because that's how Transfermarkt works.
Aye.
It's a German site, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeesh.
Yeesh.
It might go now.
Yeah.
I assume so. I will say if Jeb takes part, he has a slight advantage.
A little
Yeah,
bit.
so-
I'm going to go for Hungary, and I'm going to go for Dominic Zoboszlai.
Can you spell that, please, to get the point?
Zobo.
Sausages.
Zobo. SZLAI.
Yep, there you go. I'm going to
Was
give
that
you
actually how you
an
spell
extra
it?
half point because you nailed it.
Yeah, spelling.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Hold on now.
We reward primary school endeavours.
Thank you. You have to make a macaroni picture of the next player, Rich, and
Yeah.
you might get...
Macaroni picture of the next player or do a hopscotch without falling over.
Yeah. On Jeb's scoring chart, D, you've got 2 sunshine stickers, which is very exciting for you.
That
I feel like
was-
I'm about to get a
made me
stormy
happier than
cloud
anything.
because I'm
Oh,
already. I'm struggling.
You can
which is-
sacrifice a point for a clue. I'll do that one.
Oh, that's always fun, isn't it? No, I'm gonna think about this logically for a second. I've got a route that I'm going down. I just cannot remember the nation that this player plays for. I'm going to take a stab at Ghana. I don't think there are many Ghanaians currently playing in the Premier League.
1 point.
Ooh.
Nicely done.
Is it? Now, this is the thing because there's a player that's in my head, but I don't know if he's Ghanaian or not. But if it is him, he will be the most valuable one. In fact, I think he is from Ghana. Oh, I can't remember how to pronounce his name properly, and that's always been my downfall. Is it Semenyo?
Antoine Semenyo.
Yes, at Bournemouth, the winger.
No, it's wrong. It's actually Mohamed Kudus.
Is he worth more?
He's the most. Yes.
Is he higher valued?
Yes, I think he might be going off last transfer.
Ah, okay. Well, because he's got a 65 million clause, hasn't he? And he's not. That's it. Because he's not going to AFCON because Ghana didn't qualify. That's it. So okay. Oh well, I'll take a point there though. I'm happy with that as a set of circumstances.
Okay. Yes. Next one that I'm going for is Poland.
Yes. That is correct.
And I'm struggling to think of any or many Polish players in the Premier League, so the only name I've got coming to mind is Matty Cash.
That is correct. There we
Oh,
are.
sweet.
Yes.
Can
Stormed
you
into
spell it?
1.5 point lead.
Can I spell Matty Cash? Yes. Lewa.
Sacrificing a point. Isn't it?
No, I was joking.
Okay, I'm going to go quick double here just to try and keep the pressure on D. I'm going to say Egypt and Mohamed Salah.
Didn't listen to me last time, did you? Didn't listen to it, did you? Forgot about Mamouche, didn't you? Omar Mamouche moved to Manchester City for a lot more money than Mohamed Salah last moved.
Oh, he did, didn't he? Silly sausage,
So you
Richard.
get 1 point.
I'll still take 1 point because it's now back on
75
D.
million euros for Mamouche.
Goodness
The
gracious
only
me.
two players. The two players.
Oh, no, well, 50-50 chance really. I still
So you've got
bungled it.
3 countries with 2 players in so far. Can't remember who else you said, D. Oh, no, it's Japan. Japan has 5.
It's not bad. All right. This is a rogue one. Rogue one, because I don't 100% know if this person is from that nation. I'm going for Czechia, or Czechia, and Suchek.
Czechia is right,
Yeah.
but it is Ladislav Krejci, which is really easy to say on the
Yeah.
with a Scouse accent. Just end up covered in spit. He was 22 million euros. He plays for Wolves.
Oh, no wonder I didn't know who he is.
I know.
Ew.
Massive as well. 1.91 meters. Huge. He's obviously not very good at defending. 1 point.
Okay. I just had somebody then, and then I was trying to convert meters into feet in my head, and I've completely forgotten everything that's gone through my head for the last couple of minutes. Oh, good. We have a good time here, don't we? I'm going to go for. I can't think of 10. I can't think of 10 players from the nation in the league. The one that I'm thinking of, the potentially most expensive one, I don't even know if he still plays in the league, but I'm going to take a punt on South Korea.
Mm-hmm.
Have I got a point?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And is it Hwang Hee-chan?
It is Wanky Chan. It's in the South Korean player.
What a shout!
Yeah.
What a shout, lad.
One player, 12 million euro. For Hwang Hee-chan.
Is he
Probably
is he
too
the only
much.
is he the only South Korean?
Yeah.
I see. I didn't even know if he was still at Wolves, but hey, we'll take those.
I like it. This one, I don't know how many of this nationality are in the league. It is a complete and utter guess. I'm going for Norway, and I'm going for Haaland.
You are correct. There are 8 players, and Haaland is most
Thank you, because that's kind
Right.
of where I was thinking
Before-
about going next.
Oh,
Go on. No, I'll do one more round normally, and then we're gonna go down to like low numbers because we need to get through this quickly. Because it's gonna drag on
taking
for
a
a
hot
bit.
minute.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could ruin everything now because the one that I'm thinking of is I feel like it's going to be towards the higher end of the spectrum, but Sweden and Alexander Isak. It's going to be up there if they.
Yep, you're wrong. 11 players.
11!
oh, that's
And
so
I'm not giving you a point for
cruel.
Isak because you were wrong anyway. So
Oh, that's it.
yes. Right, I'm going to chop it down to players with only 4 from their country. So countries you've actually missed out on: Ireland, Nigeria, Senegal, Ivory Coast, United States of America,
I had some of these.
DR
written down.
Congo. There's 5 players from the Congo in the Premier League.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Colombia, Switzerland, Northern Ireland, Morocco, and then that's our cut-off. So we missed out on all of them by
Goodness.
so 4 players or less. There's still a lot of countries.
Is it me starting now?
Yes, you
Oh God.
can go to quite a formidable lead here.
I'm gonna go with Greece. And if I was going for a player, does Tsimikas still play in the league? I don't know if he does. He might not.
He doesn't. You get a point for Greece. Is this? Please don't tell me. Is it? No, he's at Brighton. Kostulas for Brighton is the most expensive.
No
player from Greece,
idea.
apparently. You know,
Great shout, though.
3 players in total for Greece.
Wow.
Oh. I so wish I paid attention to the Premier League.
Not a country. Again, I can't think of a huge amount of players from this, so I'm going to just take a punt on Uruguay.
Yes.
Oh, and surely it's Manuel Ugarte when he went to United.
Yes.
Yes.
3 players from Uruguay.
Okay.
But you
What's he done?
half a point behind D now. D has a turn in hand.
He does. He already does.
I can't name anyone from this nation that I think is in the league, but I'm gonna go for Mexico.
It's correct. There's 2 of them. And Julian Araujo is one of them.
Oh my God.
That's such a good shout. I can't think again. I can't think of a player from the nation, but I assume there has to be at least one. Oh no, is there? Bugger!
Oh,
no.
no.
I'm in my own head. Get out, Rich. It's horrible. It's horrible here. Oh no. Oh no. I'm out. I'm gambling on Canada. But I can't think of a single Canadian in the Premier League, but I assume there is one there. Making up the numbers.
Scrolling.
Hey? You're still scrolling. Always a good sign. Always a good sign.
I'm searching now. Can you name the player? Because you're correct, but if you can name the player, you win the whole thing. But you're never going to name him. So.
Oh,
Wow.
right. Hold on. I'm going club by club here because there are some. Oh goodness.
You pull this out of the bag.
It's not. It's not Arsenal.
remarkable.
You're not going to
There's
get
no-
it. You're not going to get it because he's
I'm
worth
not
600k. Yeah.
I was only-
Have you
he's
ever
only
heard of
worth-
Tom McGill? No, me neither. Goalkeeper for Brighton. So there we go.
Ah.
Oh, we're getting into the realms of where this is starting to hurt my head. Because I'm thinking of countries where I think there may be like one or two, but I couldn't tell you anyone
You
from
can
it.
still sacrifice a point for a clue to do that.
I can sacrifice a point for a clue.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not clue.
not a clue. I wouldn't mind a clue. I will sacrifice a point for a clue. Is this going to be a helpful clue?
I haven't really thought this out, but there we are.
Could I don't want you to be too specific. Can I ask for just a vague, could you give me, could you give me, I tell you, okay, we referenced something you mentioned earlier. Could you give me the least common colour on the flag of one of them?
What constitutes a common colour?
Yeah, I was
Like
gonna say.
red, blue, white, always used on them. If they're, on a flag of them, if there's one that's like got orange on it, oh, that's kind of fun. Or if there's one with purple, then it's easy. Or is that,
Now that is the worst possible clue I can give you. So
yeah, I know. I
doing
figured
that.
it would help.
Yeah, just
Jeb, go on, give him something subjective, Jeb.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anthony Hopkins. There you go. Done.
New Zealand.
Let's just
You sacrifice a point for that clue that
My-
has absolutely nothing to do with what I've just given you.
My
Go on.
caveat. Well, I'm going to explain you how my brain's worked that out.
Yep.
Because he played someone from New Zealand in a movie that rode a motorbike or rode a speed motorbike.
Okay.
That's my only reason for that. So I'm
So you
going
said
New Zealand.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Chris Wood.
Yep, there you go. That's simple. Ding.
wow.
Only one.
Now, can we just clarify the clue that you just gave him, which technically cost him a point, was the clue that you gave him in any way related to the answer that he gave?
I am not at liberty to say that. You should actually listen to what I said.
Did
Might be able to find out either way.
Which was Anthony Hopkins.
Yep.
Is Anthony Hopkins not Welsh? So is it Wales?
Oh.
Sure.
I was going to say,
Good.
surely there's more than 3 Welsh players.
Surely it's more than 3 Welsh players in the Premier League. Yeah. That was my guess, but even though I was just clarifying
Oh, no, exactly.
Dee's
D,
line of
I think we're
questioning.
going to do first to 12. You're on 10.5. Rich is on 9.
Oh God.
Let's go for Iceland.
Yes.
Now, can I name anyone from Iceland?
Finish me off, love. Go on.
Friggson.
What?
Friggson.
Yes,
ends in son.
that is correct. Hakon Valdimarsson. Yes, that is exactly what you said. No, it's not. It was Hakon Valdimarsson. He's worth 2.5 million, but yes,
Don't even
he's
know
the
who that
only Icelandic player. He's a goalkeeper.
All right. That's nice for him.
Rich?
Again, I can't think of any players, but I'm just going to take a guess at Australia. I can't think of many Australian Premier League players.
Strange, mate. D, you'll go.
There's no Aussies.
Not a single Aussie.
Thanks for taking that bullet. That was my next guess. I'm gonna go for what would be a fun country to go for? Let's go a little bit rogue. I'm gonna go South Africa. I don't know anyone from there. That might be a chap.
Yep, you're correct. Well done. You've won. With 12.5 points.
Congratulations.
Lyle Foster is from South Africa.
Is
When you were
he?
going to do your flag thing, I was going to
Yeah.
do South African flag, but that's really hard to do because I don't know if
Yeah.
the white is the colour on the flag or if that's the outline. But also, there's another 6
Yeah.
colours on that flag.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it wouldn't have narrowed anything down. I wanted you to give me a clue that was kind of useless, but yeah.
Yeah, Anthony Hopkins, Hannibal.
Tunisia.
Oh, I get
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Oh,
No, I was
that's
thinking.
good. Okay.
You know, when you first said it, I was thinking, what nationality was Hannibal?
Yep.
I was like,
Yeah.
American. We've already been through this. Or he wasn't American. He was wherever he's from. Yeah, that's where New Zealand came from. That's another film.
Country. I'll do players you missed out on. That might be the easiest way to.
Can
do
I
it.
just before we do this
go
very
on.
quickly? I've had Junior Firpo in the back of my head for ages because he switched his nationality from Spanish to some very, very obscure
Dominican Republic?
Is he even in the league anymore?
Is Junior
He
Firpo not
was
still at
at
Leeds?
Leeds.
He was at
I thought
Leeds.
he left. Was he? I thought he was left.
He might have left.
Yeah, he's at Betis.
Oh, he's gone now. All right, ignore me anyway.
Yeah, so yes, you'd have been wrong again.
Might have been wrong again. How on brand?
Nori, Algeria, Mamardashvili, Georgia,
Oh,
Dubravka, Slovakia, Sesko, Slovenia, Jesko Vardiol, Croatia.
really? There's only one
yeah.
Croatian in the
No,
Premier
there's
League?
three. Mbuemo, he's from Cameroon.
Yeah.
There's four of them. Milenkovic, there's four from Serbia. Rico
Quite
Henry,
a few of
he's
these
three from
nations went
Jamaica.
through my head,
yeah.
but I couldn't think of any players from them. And then I forgot them.
Yeah. But yeah, the one that was out, so the last one is Guinea-Bissau. And
Nice.
on Transfermarkt, and I'll send you the screenshot of it afterwards, he's just listed as concrete, so I had to click in to find out who he was. It's Beto. I don't know if he's just been renamed on Transfermarkt.
Concrete.
He's just listed as concrete. Like,
Concrete, lad. That's what it translates to. Concrete.
yeah, concrete. Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
Oh, that was
Oh, lovely
Well-
game, Jeb. Thank you.
yeah, great game. Well done, D. Congratulations.
Thank you, dear.
Battered me like a battered sobber's lie. There we go. Good.
Oh, very
There
good.
we go.
My other clue was going to be old man from EastEnders.
Old man from EastEnders.
Old
Ian
It
Beale?
would have been Yankuba Minty from the Gambia, who plays for.
It would have been just as useless a clue as if you'd given me if you just said brown for a colour on a flag. I don't know.
I'd have one for your Sergeant Pepper's lineup, Minty from
There we go.
EastEnders.
There
we
it
go.
is. Beautiful. Thank you for that, Jeb. I appreciate
good
it.
stuff.
That was a lovely bit of fun. That feels like a very apt way to end the podcast to me, fellas. We've had a chat about FM, and I've lost a quiz, so quite on brand. Before we start to wrap up, though, D, if people would like to watch you and your urban bus drivers on the internet,
yes.
where can they find you managing them, living your best life?
They could head over to Twitch and find me at twitch.tv/dboyplays.
Super duper. Jeb, undefeated streak with men's teams on FM26. Long may it continue. If you're going to stream it, where are you going to stream it?
Twitch.tv/Jebaroo. I'd like to, and I think I'll ask you to put the video on the end of the podcast this week, but Cup Burger, which obviously we've been supporting with Mutual Aid Fund, that's launched its first special project this week, which is to help a person called Robin get their brand new wheelchair. So they have basically not able-bodied. They've had an electric wheelchair for the last 6 years, which costs them £800. Just not practical for what they want to use getting around life day to day. So launched the first big project on that, but so far Cupburger's raised £8,000, and I think the donations on that GoFundMe as well, I think they're up to about £2,000. So that's really amazing to see. But
That's
it's
amazing.
and it's the donations that they're given out have been from all things for serious life-changing things, but then it's also just to help people along. Let's say they've missed a payday, or they've had an unexpected bill, or even they just want to get the flowers. I think we've already said there's bread and flowers, so if you want to go to that gig that all your friends are going to, that type of thing, you can apply for that mutual. So use it as well. We'll push it a little bit more. We might have some guests on as well, just to talk a little bit better about it than I can, because I'm really hard to put it into words, but we will put a video on the end of it, which is B. Dolan, who's one of the founders. He's just promoting these special projects and what they do.
Wonderful. What a superb project. genuinely excellent. So yes, we will tag that video onto the end of this podcast. Super duper stuff. Genuinely, it's always wonderful to hear people coming together to support stuff like that. So truly wonderful. Love a bit of that. Me, it doesn't really matter, does it? Because that's better. So just there's links. Just click on links. You'll find me, fellas.
I was going to add as well, because I can't remember if we did it at the end of last episode, but we should definitely say it now. A very happy 50th birthday to former pod member, United City FM, Kev.
Yes, that was a lovely day as well. Actually,
it was great. Yeah. Really, really good stream as well. Really good fun. Lots of support from his community, and that was top tier stuff.
Absolutely. Happy birthday, Kevsy. We all love you very, very much. And again, good people supporting good people. You love to see it. More of that kind of thing, please and thank you. Happy birthday, Kevsy. But that from us, I think, wraps up another episode of Football Manager Therapy. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. However you are consuming this podcast, we appreciate you enormously. And we will see you on the next one where, spoiler alert, might have a cheeky little guest on the next podcast. It's been a hot minute. Come back next week. Find out who it is. Until then, look after yourselves. Take care. Love you lots.
Oh, bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey everybody, it's me, Cup Beat. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I tried for a little while. Hey, you know Cup Burger. It's a mutual aid fund created by us for us to take care of our needs. Folks have been applying for grants, getting paid out. Folks have been donating, giving us money every month. We're so grateful. This has been really cool work, and we've met a lot of need already. However, there are some projects that we've been wanting to address that are above our monthly cap allowance. So we've created special projects, and we're launching special projects. If you have a need that is more than our monthly allowance, get in touch. Admins will get in touch with you. We can help you set up a GoFundMe, and Cup Burger will be paying out up to 50%. So these are just burgers that look like, anyway, don't get distracted. Up to 50% of our income every month will be paid out to special projects who we have partnered with until those projects' needs are met. Meaning, you may see new chat commands in chat that tell you to go direct to a GoFundMe if you want to give someone money. That's because they're a Cup Burger partner, and Cup Burger is working with them to fulfill their crowdsourcing needs. Special projects, now a part of Cup Burger. Give money. Apply. Cup Burger. Have a great day. Bye.